In today's video, we are going to be repairing some plastic that I've broken off and cracked. This is one of the side skirts for my Pontiac Trans Am. So while doing some door adjustments on my 2002 Pontiac Trans Am, I forgot to take off one nut that I didn't know was there and wound up cracking my side skirt, and plus it already has some previous damage, so I've been wanting to do this repair for a while. So I bought some tools and let me show you them. So of course we went to the Amazons. I've been wanting one of these for a while. We use one of these tools to repair my door panel. What it does is it's like a kind of a big soldering iron that uses these metal staples, and I'll show you how to do it, but pretty much you insert the staple into the tip, it heats it up, and then you would use it to pretty much melt the metal staple in between the two pieces of plastic. Next thing I bought was, it's called a plastic welding kit. Pretty much, again, nothing but a soldering iron that has these pads on it that get real hot, and it comes with an assortment of different plastics, and then you would almost weld the plastic by melting it in between the cracks. And then plus I just bought the filler rods that would be needed for whatever case I will be using it. Also, I do have some JB Weld that I plan on reinforcing all these components with, or this plastic, just to make sure we get the best bond we can. And here is the JB Weld we purchased. It's the plastic bonder. That should work with whatever plastic or ABS material this is. So I used a little steel brush, had a razor, and some solvent, and we see we got a pretty good crack right here. This is at the rear of the car, right in front of the back tire. So we need to fix that, and then just show you what I've done. Then we have this one here. The tab just broke clean off, and then you can see this mounts on the front tire right behind it. And we got a pretty good crack here. So I think next I'm going to take a drill bit and I'm going to stop drill the crack. Something I learned in my aviation experience. So we'll stop drill it there, and then I think we're going to stop drill it right there too. So let me get a drill and let's knock that out. So I have our staple. We're just going to load it, and then our gun like that. Go ahead and kind of position ourselves. I'm going to make sure my plastic's kind of held tight. I'm going to pre-position where I want it. I'm going to pull the trigger. Then that instantly starts heating up that staple. I'm going to let it just eat into that plastic until I can't see the metal anymore. And then I'm going to let go of the trigger. Let this staple kind of cool. That way when we pull the gun off, we don't pull the staple right back out. And that's it. So I'm going to work myself down to where I stop drilled it, which I did with too large of a hole. I was using a unibit, and the unibit ate too much. First off, if you don't have a fan, you're going to need one. Very smoky. The soldering iron kit came with some metal tape. I used the metal tape to back that hole that was too big. You can see our staples, how they came down. The metal staple kit, whatever, came with a pair of diagonal cutters, dikes. We cut all of our ends off so it's somewhat flush. You can see I put it on thick. This is the actual welding soldering iron and the filler rod. So I'm getting ready to use a high-speed DA and knock this down and just see how we did. So we have this one stapled up. I did accidentally knock this one off. I can't remember if I said that earlier, but I mean, that's pretty secure. We'll put some epoxy on top of it now. We did the same thing for this tab. Wound up using a high speed with a Sandiski. It knocked off these ends after I cut them off with the pair of diagonal cutters. So now let's get ready to epoxy. So I'm about to get ready to rattle can this side, but let me show you over here. I put it on nice and thick because I don't have to worry about this side does actually mount against the car like the other side does. I did go ahead and just rattle can it. It is not perfect by no means, but I'm not going to sit here and try to do like a skim coat of some type of Bondo or any of that stuff for that. But it is ready for whenever that day does come. Here's the other side. I'm going to throw a little rattle can on. You can see the staples below are plastic bond epoxy by JB Weld. I did do both sides, and I just use a little high speed and just ground it down a little smooth, because this will actually sit on bottom of the car, and then this will actually sit against the fender. So it's a little bit thick, but I just knocked it down pretty much where the metal starts to protrude, because that's the high point anyways. So, and then this bracket will go in there, but I'm gonna rattle can it first, and I'll show you all the after. Okay, we got it out here just sitting in the sun a little bit. It ain't the prettiest thing, but it doesn't look bad. And the same for that. Just make it look black again. On bottom is whatever. Okay, that is it. And like I said, you can't even see it from the outside. But we just want to make sure that this was, you know, secured here, being especially the front of the car. We do got a weird gap here, but I know that's because I need to just pay someone to align this door. It's always sagged. I finally fixed that, but then I messed up by, now this is sticking, the bottom is sticking out too far, so I adjusted the fender and I adjusted it with the ground effect off, and now it sticks out. You can't see it here, but if I had the ground effect off, you can see the body line doesn't align with the fender. But anyways, that ain't why we're here. And then back here, that crack like I was talking about just looks like dirt. But we know, right? But at least it ain't cracked no more. It's just well, I guess it kind of got something going on, but it's not cracked, but it is. I don't know. Anyways, it's better than what it was, is what I'm getting at. But that's it. You can see that plastic welder from Amazon worked out great. Hey guys, I'm going to end this video off here. I hope this helps somebody. It's something I've been needing in my toolbox for a long time. It's always a little plastic knickknacks, and if I wouldn't have had that little iron to heat up those staples, we would have never made that as strong as it is with just JB Weld. But combining the two, I think we got the best of both worlds. I drive my cars. They're not show cars, so I need to be able to do repairs like that and get them back on the road so I can enjoy them. Anyways, if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. I post this on all platforms, so if you don't have a thumbs up, you have the heart button. Please hit it. I post this on TikTok, Rumble, which is iffy, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. But anyways, on to the next one. Appreciate y'all.